Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have one of my gorgeous Reborn Levi's with me today. This one was reborn by Wendy Buck from Reborn Baby Central, and she's one of my more sort of like more olive babies. I really adore her. And today I wanted to do a discussion video because there's been something that's been annoying me a little bit lately that I've seen. It's all started with a video that Don't Worry Reborn Baby Collective did. She brought up the subject and I remember thinking, oh yeah, that's right, but it doesn't really bother me. But now it started to bug me just a little bit, and I thought it would make a good topic to discuss today on my channel. So the topic that I wanted to discuss today is regarding the mainstream social media showing these dolls, reborn dolls, in just one light. And that's what's really bugging me. So it seems to be they're getting more and more well known, which is good and amazing. I'm really happy that Reborn dolls are getting more well known. But the thing that's really bugging me is they're now pretty much in mainstream media only being referred to as like therapy dolls. And I very well understand that these dolls are very therapeutic for so many people in so many ways, and I'm not disputing that. The thing that I am getting really upset about, well, not really upset, but just a bit upset, is that I feel that the only way these dolls can be classed as acceptable in our society to collect is for them to be viewed as therapy dolls. Like, to me, they are a little bit therapeutic for me, but the main reason that I collect and interact with these dolls is it's my hobby. Like, this is my hobby. This is what I enjoy doing in my private time. You know, just like people collect stamps or coins, or men collect model cars, model planes. Like, why is it just in mainstream media that these are just therapy dolls? Why is it not put out there that these dolls can do different things, that these dolls can just be collected as a hobby? Like, this doll collecting has been around for many years, but it seems to be it's okay to collect porcelain dolls, but the minute that you start collecting a doll that looks like a real baby, then that's like, it seems like a society saying that that's just crossing the line. Like, it's okay to collect porcelain dolls and dolls that just you can buy from the toy store because they're, you know, they're dolls. But these ones, because they just look so realistic, that's a bit creepy to collect these ones, and to sort of treat them. I treat them semi like real babies, not totally as some people do, but I just treat them a little tiny bit like a real baby, and that's just me and my collecting and how I do it. And it's really bugging me that these are just not being put out there as not only being therapeutic, but it should be out there in the community that these dolls can serve two purposes. They can be therapeutic for people who need it, therapy, or they can just be a hobby for someone who loves to collect dolls, who loves the realism of these dolls. Because I've been collecting dolls since I was a little girl. Like, obviously not collecting many because I didn't have money to buy them. My family bought them for me. But I was a dolly girl from way back since ever I can remember. I used to take my doll out with me everywhere. And it's just, nothing's changed. I still love dolls. That's my hobby. That's my interest. And I just feel like I feel like a hobby, well, for me it's a hobby. It's not just therapy. That I feel like it's being categorized too much in the therapy. I just really strongly feel that way, and it's really bugging me. And I was just really interested to see if anyone else feels like me and feels like I think that our hobby is getting too pegged into a certain, hole, and I just think, like, I don't want everyone in society to be taught about this. To me, I call it a hobby because it is a hobby for me. I don't want everyone in society to be taught about this hobby and just think, oh, that poor lady, that must just be her therapy doll. Like, I don't want everyone just to automatically presume whenever they see a lady with a reborn that she's using that doll as therapy. She might just be using that doll because she loves dolls and she loves to collect dolls. Like, I don't see what's wrong with that. And I don't see why that message is not going out in our society more. Like, and I would just like to say, do a call to everyone out there that, please, I have done it in the past. I've tended to fall back on the, they're great therapy. Like, I've tried to justify my hobby by saying that they're a therapy, but now I'm going to stop. I only said it sometimes. I did actually mainly say that I collected dolls and it was a hobby. But then I do remember there's a couple of times when I did, say, oh, it's therapy, because that just seemed to be like the way everything seemed to be going, and it seemed to more justify it. But now I will mention that, it is a bit therapeutic to me, but I'm also going to make it very clear to anyone who asks me about my hobby that it is a hobby, and it's something that I enjoy to do in my spare time. And that it's just like any other hobby that other people like to do, and I don't need to justify it by saying it's my therapy, because really, any hobby out there is in and itself therapy, because if it's something that you enjoy doing it and you do it in your private own time, then it's obviously therapeutic for you, because you wouldn't do it anyway. So I just would really like everyone that maybe the base of their reason for having reborns, for me, is more of a hobby than therapy. For me, other people, it might be the other way, therapy, and that's fine for them. But for me, it is more of a hobby that I just love to collect them. I love the accessories and that sort of thing. Same as any other hobby. You like to get all the latest things and all the accessories for your other hobbies. So I just wanted to put it out there. And for those people that these are the same for them, more of a hobby than therapy, be proud of that, and don't be afraid to say, hey, this is my hobby. I enjoy doing this. Because, we need to get that other message out there in society, that they're not just therapy, that it is a hobby, it can be a hobby, and it's okay. It's okay. We don't need to justify it. So hopefully you enjoyed listening to this today, and I really hope that you'll let me know down below in the comments what you think about that. Does that irk you, or do you find that that's helpful for you to be able to say, well, I'm talking about the people who are finding, you do them for therapy, but the people that just like it as a hobby, but you feel like it's just so much easier to say it's therapy, this a therapy doll. So we love to hear your comments. So thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later.